Well, Ritu, from one woman founder to another on today's episode. So TrackNOW, a fleet management and telematic tracking solution company, has raised an undisclosed sum in its seed round. GI Ventures and BluSmart co-founder Anmol Jaggi were the lead investors. The Ahmedabad-based supply chain tech SaaS startup will use the funds for expansion in R&D. Joining me now to discuss this further is Pooja Khemka, the founder of TrackNOW. Pooja, thank you so much for taking your time out and being here on Startup Street today with us. You know, as I said, you're a fleet management and advanced telematic tracking solution company. You know, talk to us about what it is you have on offer. Give us a sense of how you're using AI to solve for this segment.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity given to TrackNow team. So basically, we are a location-based service providing company. We cater to the logistics sector wholly. So currently, we've been catering to 400 plus schools and colleges pan-India and 400 plus corporates. So the solution is a telematic solution, which we are catering to different corporates. The idea basically is to solve the pain point of the logistics sector and the corporates. As we all know that late deliveries of goods and truck imposes huge penalty not only on the Fortune 500 companies, but also onto the fleet owners. So here's where TrackNow is making a difference by developing the entire solution indigenously in India on Indian soil and providing real-time update to the end customers.
Right. You know, before I delve deeper into that, you recently raised a seed round. It was undisclosed, but can you tell us how much you've raised via this funding round? And more importantly, how do you plan to spend the funds?
So after getting a strategic investor with us, Mr. Anmol Jaggi and GI Ventures, the majority of the funds would be utilized basically for the expansion of the team and also for the R&D of our proprietary device. Currently, the devices are being procured. We plan to utilize our own devices for the system. Together with that, the majority of the funds would be used to increase our presence in India initially so that we can get a closer touch with our customers. So
Right.
we have a, yeah.
Yeah, so you want to increase your presence in India at this point with the funds that you've raised. And you also pointed out that you're going to use the funds to enhance your suite of proprietary products, right? So can you elaborate on these plans and any new offerings in the pipeline?
Yeah, so basically the devices would be capable to talk to almost 40 plus devices within the trucks, buses, or the cars. So the device would be entirely robust. More of the details would be shared when it's live. So it's already under approval.
Right, so it's under approval and we'll hopefully see that soon. But, you know, take us through the kind of sectors you're currently working with. You did say schools and then you said a whole host of corporates, right? So which are these corporates that you're working with? And by how do you help them reduce their turnaround times? By how much are you helping them do this? And where are you seeing the most traction?
So after running an autopilot profitable business in the school bus sector pre-COVID and entering into the logistics space after COVID, it's like a boon to us wherein we are able to reduce the turnaround time from 1 hour to 15 minutes. So that's our team's accuracy that we are able to achieve with our devices and also with the software that we have built up. So this helps the logistic owner to reduce the timeline in which he is able to deliver the goods together with the real-time tracking of the fleets. The sectors which we are covering and we are catering to is coal, oil and gas. So that's the sector wherein we are getting huge success rate with maintaining 2 meters of an accuracy in the location-based services. So we are able to prevent the coal theft to a larger level. Together with that, we are catering to the FMCG sector, a topmost logistic provider company and the coal importer company has been working with TrackNow since last 3 years after COVID.
All right. And you also, as you just said as well, you claim to be profitable. So talk to us about the kind of revenues you're currently clocking and where will the next leg of growth come from? I mean, first it was schools, now you've gone into corporate. So where's the next leg of growth going to come from for TrackNow?
Yeah, so the majority of the revenues would be definitely, as Modi ji said, regarding the hard work. So we have pivoted from the school space to the logistics space. The majority of the revenues will definitely come from coal, oil and gas, which is our sector. And also we are working with major government organization and players in India to ensure that there is a safety of fleet. as we rightly know, currently to the national logistic policy, many devices are made as a mandate to ensure the safety of women, safety of kids, safety of fleets and assets. So that's where we plan to get majority of the revenue. The second vertical where we plan to is battery management system and EV sector as well, which is booming.
All right, so battery management and EV sector as well. But can you just give us a sort of sense of what are the revenues that you're clocking currently and what targets you set for yourself for the end of this year?
So the revenues are almost 5x of last what we achieved. And the plan in this year is again 5x to the last year's revenue. So it's in crores, and it's almost 5x of the last year.
All right, growing 5x every year. All right, thank you so much for joining us on the show, Pooja. We're completely out of time, but we wish you all the best on your journey going forward.
Thank you. Thank you so much.